We don't have to.
It's the thing.
That's the thing. I feel like that's our expression in the show.
I know,
that's the thing. All right. The other thing is that we need to take care of our eyes. Now, this happens to work beautifully with the item of the month.
It does.
Yeah.
So this is our Pro-Collagen Advanced Eye Treatment. So this is the only eye serum within our anti-aging category. So we do have eye creams, but this is a specific eye serum. Now, how and when you'd introduce this? So this is about really deeply quenching the thirst of the skin around the eye, which is the most fragile, the thinnest area of the skin, and it needs very specific formulation for an ingredient delivery system. So this is the lightest. Look at this texture. It is so fluid and it marries and drinks into the skin so easily, taking down into the skin with it all of those hero ingredients. We have got our Pedina pavonica seaweed, that powerhouse anti-aging ingredient, specifically formulated to target the challenged area around that eye and really target those lines and wrinkles. And it is a beautiful texture, very cooling around the eye.
Well, it really is cooling. It's
and
so
how far does a little bit go?
Well, very far, Emer. I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yeah.
I put on just a tiny little drop. It covered my entire hand.
Yeah.
I can also see that my skin is basically already absorbed
Drinking it
all
in.
of it.
Yeah. I'd say a grain. Sorry, I was going to say a grain of rice is probably the size that you need for each eye.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, are we taking this all the way around the eye?
So do the whole 360 around the eye. So this is the perfect product to introduce maybe if somebody is just starting out using anti-aging or age prevention in your routine. This is a perfect product that you could use as a standalone eye care product for your eyes, morning and evening time. If you're like me and we're working on the more advanced signs of aging and the sleep deprivation that two little ones at home can bring as well, then we are going to use this underneath. So I use this every morning and every evening, and I layer it underneath. I use the Pro Definition Eye and Lip Contour Cream as my eye cream, and I layer this first underneath it.
Okay.
That is the strongest kind of eye defense system that we have.
That you have. Now, because this is a serum, that's going to go on first, and you'll see that it's a very, very light texture.
Very light.
I wanted to point out Darlene in our Facebook chat. Welcome in, Darlene. She says, I've been using ELEMIS for years. It's my Christmas present every year that I look forward to. Best product on the market, hands down.
Oh, I love it.
That's awesome. I just really appreciate so much the Facebook chat. You ladies are just so positive, and it's just so much fun to hear your stories about the products and also to answer your questions. So if you have any, please let us know. I'll make sure that Emer gets those.
Yeah.
So Emer, this is available on auto delivery. It's 90-day supply because of course you are using just a tiny little bit.
Yes.
You get it home every 90 days for 1 year. And isn't that convenient that that's also the 90-day supply on the item of the month as well.
Well, there you go.
So if you want to get that 3-piece collection, these would be coming at the same time, which I think is quite convenient. Less than $60 gets this home as well.
So in the item of the month, you'll be layering this on around the eyes first, and then you can use the Pro-Collagen Marine Cream as your eye cream within that collection.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So would that be day and night?
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, that's awesome.
You can do
You know,
that.
the other thing I really like about this, Emer, is because it's so lightweight, like a lot of times eye creams and whatnot, I'm a little nervous to actually put concealer or anything like that on top of it. With this one, look beauties, look how it just—
so fluid.
It's so fluid. Look at that. It's almost water-like in the texture because it's that thin.
Yeah,
there's a little bit more consistency to it.
Fluid gel serum texture. Now, there's no oiliness whatsoever to this, so you don't feel any greasy or oiliness, which is so important. Now, when we take product onto our eyes, we are dealing with a very thin, fragile skin, but it's also a skin that is structurally different to the rest of the face. So it absorbs ingredients in a different way. So that's why it is so much more beneficial. You will get so much more results out of using specifically formulated eye care products for your eyes. So this texture just marries and drinks in. You've got your hyaluronic acid, you've got your Pedina pavonica in there. It is drenching the skin with hydration, really nourishing the skin, taking care of those lines and wrinkles in a very cooling and soothing, but a very instantly fast absorbing texture.
Now we have some before and afters here we can take a look
Yes,
at,
I'd love
and
to.
let's see these results.
So what I want you to take note of in that before is that kind of like a cross hash tag at the side of the eye area, and those very defined deeper lines in underneath the eye. And even if you look down towards her nose, you can see from the eye coming out towards the nose bone as well, you can see those lines there too. Now, after 4 weeks, we've got a plumpened eye area. We can see those deep set lines and wrinkles have been really plumped out, and that skin is just generally and overall smoother. And we've even just taken care and erased those finer dehydration lines and small lines and wrinkles as well completely. So it is tackling all of the signs of aging around the eye area. And again, this next image shows the same thing. It's just a renewed youthfulness to that eye area after just 4 weeks. I love with this one as well, we've really taken care of those outer lines and wrinkles and really softened down the entire appearance of that eye area. And the eye is the very first area to show the visible signs of aging. And you know, in my 18 years as working as a skincare expert, it doesn't matter what the age of the lady who's lying on the treatment couch for a facial with me is, they will always tell me that they're concerned with their eyes. Whether it's somebody in their 20s through to somebody in their 90s, they will always say the eye is a key area. So it is so important to address it with specifically targeted products to treat so supremely that area in a very delicate way, because we don't want to overload.
Did you teach Miss Desiree to do that funny little thing with her hand?
I did.
What is that?
So at ELEMIS, we call that raindrops. It's a light tapping. It's called tapotement in a massage technique.
Raindrops, because you guys have the cutest names for everything. Pot of gold. Raindrop.
It's a little tapotement movement, and what that does is I'm ignoring you in your pot of gold.
I just love you. Emer comes up to me before the show and she goes, pot of gold. And I said, stop it, you always make me laugh. I'm holding it together.
I'm holding it together. But that little tapotement movement, it just helps the product absorb into the skin, but it also encourages the microcirculation around the eye area.
You're the best. Thank you. Well, I knew that was one of your tricks because Emer has all these little tricks for us. So you're getting it home today. It's less than $60, just under $60 for a 90-day supply all the way around the eye, which we appreciate. A 296997 is the item number. We have a pretty big question in the Facebook chat that I want to give.
Bring it on.
Okay, this is from Pam. Pam, I'm going to alter the question just a smidge, okay? Pam says, so many products, so many choices. Agreed?
Yep.
How do I decide the products, and then how do I put the products in a sequence?
Okay. So the easiest way to answer that is, what are your main challenges? So if lines and wrinkles are your main concern, then Pro-Collagen is the answer. So the item of the month is the perfect place to start because you get a full routine, and definitely lock into the auto delivery because you can change your mind at any time, but then on your second and subsequent deliveries you're getting your toner. So you've got cleanser, toner, day cream, night cream, add in your eye cream and the papaya enzyme peel and the marine mask, and that is a pretty substantial complete collection.
Okay.
I know it's pretty much the show that we've got here.
Pretty much.
Then order of usage, you always start with the lightest texture first when it comes to layering on your skin. So it's how the skin absorbs in the different molecules. So each texture has its own molecule level and each one is a different size. So you always put the smaller first. So feel the product,
a good
whatever
thing to
feels
do,
lighter.
line them up on your hand and you'll see thinnest.
Yep.
And then you'll see the one in the middle, and then you'll probably find the thickest one, and that's the order we put them in. Yeah. All right, Pam. Well, thanks for asking that question. I really appreciate it. And you know, I agree with you. So many products, it is hard to make a decision. So I say, Emer, you're right on track there with take a look in the mirror and decide what is it that you're going to work on first. Is it lines and wrinkles, or is it hydration, or is it pigmentation?
Yeah.
What is the issue?
Pick one thing, start with it, and then you can get comfortable with your products and expand from there.
All right, so Pam, we are moving back into the three-piece collection, which is the item of the month here. So I hope you start here.